everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And this is the Street Woman Fighter Season 1 Megacrew Challenge. So I'm going to take a look at all 7 Megacrews from the first season of Street Woman Fighter. I have not seen any of them, nor do I know who won within the Megacrew Challenge specifically. So this is going to be really fun for me. I'm very excited about it, and you know, let's just go ahead and let's get into it. Lachica. Ooh, Run the World. We know this song. The win for me. Wow, these outfits are everything. Yes, I would say they're the Queen of the season. Yep, I feel just sure said that when they reacted to Queen, or the Lachica of their season. Yes, the energy is what we want.
This song is dedicated to all the incredible women that open up the doors for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ladies. Do we have any strong women out there tonight? Sing along.
Hey. Yes. I see only 4 members of Lachica here, so I'm wondering if something happened with some of the other ones. Y'all let me know. Maybe injuries or something, not sure. Hey! Okay! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yes! Yes, you better walk! Oh, they picked white shoes too. I love it. You better. Are we about to step? Ah! Yes! Wow! Yes! Wow! Wow, that was awesome. Let's watch. Oh my God, that was so good. Wow. Goodness gracious, that was incredible. Whoa. Okay, I'm like teary-eyed a little bit too, because like, maybe because my volume was so loud, but just the saturation of the tone and just the like intention, it just felt so like, yeah. And that's what you want your audience to feel like. That felt like they took it and they kept it there and they rose it when they wanted to. Whew! Man, hold on, I need a second. Whew! Wow, I don't know why, like, that made me, like, teary-eyed. Like, I'm really holding back tears right now. I really love that. Wow. Okay, so far they win Best Mashup, or if the remix or whatever song they chose worked for them. I love their outfits. Do you see? It's like this skeleton rib cage metalwork mixed with, I love the fishnet choice. This just feels so them. Do you know what I mean? I love that. I love the choice of the white shoes. I didn't notice it until about the second half, but I love the fact that you can see who are the members without taking away from everybody else. They are setting it up from the beginning. I love the choice of the fan on them as well. This was just powerful. And I love the draping, great camera work option here. And the branch off there. They're doing some incredible whacking. I mean, if you just look at this, what makes this work is the formations. And I love the usage of the flag. And notice that Lachica started with their flags and then they ended with, oh my God, they ended with everybody. That was so cool. I don't know why I'm so emotional about that, but it just feels so like unified. Goodness gracious, Jessica, get a grip. Okay. So going into these formations was so, like, this is great. You see the levels and the depth that's happening. They're not relying upon an aerial cam to get this image across. And a lot of their, like, regular dancers here, not a part of the actual crew, like, all of them are holding their own fabulously, and that's what you want. I love that, and they popped up in the back. Fabulous. Very powerful. Look at that. Even there, you have your low, your mid, and your top. Like, they're reinstating multiple layers at all times, and that's really great to have. I love this here, too. I know that this side looks a bit more spread out than this side. That would just be my one note for this. But, I mean, in general, like, it's not a big enough issue that takes away from the impact of this section. Love the choreography. It's not too much, and it feels like it makes sense with what they're doing. Also, she's the lip syncing here is pretty on top right here. Yeah, so was that other Lachica members? Y'all let me know. I think so, but yeah. Yes! And how she sets it up. She's maintaining focal point, even though they're in a different formation. But look, even in this formation, look how many different choices that they made, and they filled out this bag. Just in a minute. You see how much we were given, but it wasn't too much, right? It was very digestible and where they wanted us to take it, but it was still like, it's building, you know? This feels like this is your intro, and and we're there. Yeah. Very clean. The energy is there. They're matching the energy of this song, which is what you want. Also, the movement, very rarely are they doing actual unison in this. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why it feels so full and it feels so dynamic, is because it is, right? They're using their stage. They're even if they're doing the same choreo, they're not all doing just the unison choreo at all times, right? And that's a huge thing to note here. When they choose to go in all unison, it makes a freaking statement, you know? Even here, they're still not. The transitions, all of their transitions work. They make sense. Something simple here. Camera work is great. This is their breather moments. And this is high energy. Man. I love that. Run this, boom, boom, hit, hit. And so this is just a different pocket they're doing. But it matches well with what they've already done. Right. Love this. Once again, she does look familiar to me, but I'm not sure who she is. But I like the fact that she's wearing a dress, like a short dress version of what everyone else is wearing. I love that. And she holds her own and then some. What she brings is something different, not trying to mimic what everybody else is doing. Look at that. Just like a bone-breaking isolation here. Yeah, so I love what she's doing here. It looks like heavy Vogue nuance, and notice how the mashup adds that Vogue, like, that crash that you hear with whenever they do their dips. So listen. Hey, yeah, they add it here. And that's why I think that works so well. Like, your mashup does matter to some degree because it helps guide your viewer in what style you want them to see you justify. Now, should your movement be enough to qualify it? Yes, but music really helps, right? I love that there's so much still happening. There's your feature group. We have a lot of mixes right here. So you notice right here, you had your two lines, right? And they like woven within each other. Like the pathways on both sides, they frame it so well. And then you have your center group here, and then you have your features in the back. I love what's happening. Yeah, and they're still going. Everybody has a purpose, and everyone has the proper amount of space. I would say my one thing is my dancer right here, I know she's not a member of Lachica. She's just one of the dancers for the crew. I feel like she could have, instead of just standing there, she could stand there, you know, be like, not feature herself, but because we see her, and I know we have other things going on in the front, that camera made me see her, right? So I think like everybody has to present when they're facing front or still. You still gotta own it, and you're not just standing there. It's my one note. That little down. The melt there. So even how my dancers in the front come up, even though the camera's an aerial shot, just look, they're still integrating my low, my mid, my high, and then she's about to stand up and walk. And I love having my 3 with the breaths, nation. And they hit, they go bum, bum. Doing 2 is fine. Dun, dun, dun. Right, it makes whenever they choose to repeat things not overkill or feel like they're place holding, because they're doing so many other things that justify those breathers. Now here, I love the walk here. It didn't look like she was struggling. Do you see the stability of her walk? That is mad difficult to do, and I'm so impressed that they pulled that off. Everybody pulled this off. Okay. The fact that they stepped, I love that. It feels so like, I love it. I don't know if they're saying hey or if it's the music, but this is so, like that to me took it to such a different level and made me like, oh my God, this is so, like it feels so fulfilling. Like it feels right. Like everything about it just feels so good. Even this, they're still bringing and elevating it. That break that they took, it felt cultural. It felt real, you know? Now, do I think that, I don't know their background enough to know, like, do they have that background? Did they grow up in that culture? I don't know. But I love the fact that they put it in there because it feels right to put it there. Like with that timbre or that rhythm structure, the haze, that made sense and that worked and they held their own. And that's why I think I'm really just kind of taken off guard a lot by this particular Megacrew. Goodness. Yeah. Now when the flags, oh my God, when the flags came out, goodness gracious. I think I just love how they tied it in with their flag and they brought all the other people's flags in. Goodness, I love it. And they're still clean in their formation. Look, I mean, I would say maybe they're peeling out a little too much, but this side also is curved, which is why it actually works. I don't know if that's a mistake or what. Yeah. Yeah. But notice like this entire time, I don't think there's been like a huge instance, I would say the stepping section, but even then they even mirrored each other in some parts of it. There's very rarely any unison in this, and that's why it feels the way that it feels, right? I love that. Levels. This is a Megacrew. They would, I mean, honestly, this is a fabulous example of what a Megacrew should look like, is this mess right here. That is so good. So good. I loved this so much. Goodness gracious, how they finished with my 4 and everybody dropped down with their flags. Like, God, I love that. It's so good. Man, because it's like, it's a street woman fighter. They're like representing all the women. Like, that's so cool. This one goes to the top right now. I think they're my front runner for sure. Goodness gracious. I think this is the first time I think I've had this type of reaction when watching anything from Street Woman Fighter. I don't know why I feel this way. I think a couple battles made me feel teary-eyed, but not like where I'm fighting back tears as much as I am. Like, I just feel so touched by this. I just feel so empowered by this, you know? And that's something that, you know, wow, like this is mad impressive. The fact that I feel the way that I feel about this. This was very good from them. Goodness, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more Street Woman Fighter content, season 1 and season 2, I will have it on my Patreon as I edit these. If you're watching this on YouTube, good chance this has already been out for a week to 2 weeks already, earlier, prior to the release of this here. And so if you're somebody that wants to get in on the action as it happens, Patreon is a great place to look. But if you're totally fine with being patient and waiting it out, it will show up here eventually. I will say there's a couple things from season 1 that are blocked from YouTube. YouTube just doesn't want me to upload it here. So I do have some blocked content from the first season, like I believe as of right now I have a K-pop challenge, YGX versus Want. That is not playable on YouTube, but it is on Patreon. If you really want to see my thoughts on that one, you can check it out there. But yeah, thank you guys again, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.